Father Fortunato Di Noto found 3 million photos and 2 million videos of children being abused online in 2024, together with his team at Associazione Mita. The organisation, based in Pachino and Avola in Sicily, released an annual report for 2024 on worldwide paedophilia and pedopornography.
Last year alone, 8,800 links were reported to the police all over the world, particularly in Italy. The most dramatic thing is that child pornographers use the internet to commit digital sexual violence against children all over the world.
In 2008, Associazione Mita started regular cooperation with the Italian State Police and organisations like United Nations Interregional Crime and Justice Research Institute. All the data collected by Mita is verified case by case and passed on to authorities.
And perhaps the seriousness of the problem has not yet been grasped, to such an extent that we've also discovered the sexual exploitation of children with newborn babies still in the delivery room and with the dramatic phenomenon of infantophilia. I was perhaps one of the first priests in the world to deal with pedophilia and child pornography under the indifference of so many.
If God exists, why would he allow the most evil thing to happen to the most innocent?
I'm more than ever convinced, because I'm a believer, that God does not allow violence on children. The problem is man. Man who has chosen not the ways of light, but the ways of darkness. Human trafficking is directly connected to the trafficking of children into pornography. These crimes are controlled by global mafias that exploit innocent lives. This should shock our consciences. I believe God has nothing to do with this.
During the early days of the internet in the 1990s, Father Di Noto dedicated his life to fighting paedophilia after coming across the images of child sexual exploitation.
For me, the suffering of children has made me more of a priest, more of a man. The pain of children has always spoken deeply to me. It has shaken me. I believe that working for children, for their reality, is a permanent commitment, a vocation within a vocation. Of course, I know I won't be able to save all the children in the world, and that pains me. I suffer because I cannot help every child in need.
Like many other institutions, the Catholic Church has faced the challenge of grappling with child sexual abuse and abuse cover-up. Father Di Noto firmly believes that anyone, including priests and bishops involved in such crimes, bear full responsibility for these grave offences.
The world is watching us, especially how we have treated the little ones within the church, and it is also watching how we deal with abusers. We have survivors, victims of abuse by priests, who still live with deep emotional wounds. They destroyed their lives, leaving them in a kind of permanent field hospital, not one that heals.
Why am I here? What's my story? When I was 14 years old, I received inappropriate attention from a member of the clergy. These attentions continued until I was around 19 or 20. I should say that this situation was made easier, or more likely, because my parents were separated. That context, unfortunately, made me more vulnerable. It wasn't until adulthood that I found the courage to break free from that situation, and I was only able to forgive this person through a journey of faith.
I, too, am wounded when a priest abuses a child, especially when that priest is someone who approaches the altar and consecrates the Eucharist. I will fight to the end, even against those who disagree, because this is no longer tolerable.
Father Fortunato does not work alone. He is supported by many volunteers and family. The organisation gathered in St. Peter's Square for their 29th annual Day of Child Victims.
I chose to take this path, one that offers a kind of rebirth for those who have experienced abuse. Because today, those who were once victims of abuse are standing up, trying together to create a movement.
Elena, who is only 14 years old, believes her age can be a benefit in helping out her peers who have been victims of abuse.
I could help all the young people my age in case they find themselves in this situation. If they are unable to communicate directly with someone older from the association, I could be a point of reference with whom they could speak more comfortably, without feeling overly judged.
tranquillamente.
Penso che stare qui è una testimonianza importante.
I believe that being here is an important act of witness, because what does it mean to have a child in the times we're living in today? It means giving them a future and also a present, because they are the present. Days like this show us that abuse and violence do exist, even if they are often hidden, silenced, or go unreported.
There's an ancient saying, whoever saves one child saves the whole world. That's true. But I would add, it is the children who will save humanity. It's not humanity that will save the children. We must start with the children.
Through his efforts, Father Di Noto, together with Associazione Mita, are continuing to combat the alarming numbers of child sexual abuse material found online. Thanks to their World Observatory Against Pedophilia, an office specialising in internet data research, they can provide links including abuse material straight to the police. As well as being a force working to stop child pornography, the organisation has also become a place of refuge and healing for the abused.